because one of the most common kind of responses to the adult version of the book was, I wish I'd read this earlier. I wish I knew this. This should be required reading. My editor and I thought, well, let's see if one of the young adult publishing houses would want to adapt it for middle and high school students. And so here we are. This copy behind me is about a third shorter than the adult version, but not that much different. Otherwise, it's not like there's no cartoons, it's not a graphic novel, there's not, new characters. And what I've learned from, now being out on the road with the book in middle schools and high schools is that kids don't want us to dumb things down. They have the same questions that we have. They have access to all the same information we have, which is not the way we grew up. There are gatekeepers and barriers, but now with phones and the internet, they have the same agitation and they want to know. And it's been really, really fun to see the effect of the book and the storytelling in these, oftentimes really multiracial, suburban, rural, urban classroom and library settings.
Yeah. And I'm so excited to share it with my students because I'm a U.S. history teacher, high school U.S. history teacher, and I also teach AP U.S. history. But I will say, thank you so much for saying that. Kids can handle complexity. They don't need it dumbed down, even at the K through 8, well, even in the middle school level, they can handle a book like that. I would say probably in 5th, maybe 4th grade for some kids. They can handle the complexity of it, right? And I think that we're going to get into a lot of conversations about that later in terms of the book bans and the anti-history laws. But as I was rereading the first chapter, I couldn't help but to keep thinking, oh, and I was saying to Ryan, a teacher in the room here today, I say this to my New York City kids every day. If I was in Florida, I couldn't tell you this. And they're like, we know. I'm like, I know, but I'm saying it not as a hook. I'm saying it because I never want to accept that is okay.